Hey, hey Bodi, thanks very much for joining us. Can you tell us how you got into BMX?
Oh, well, it was a cold Tuesday afternoon. No, I was 4 years old when I started BMX, before I can really remember, but Mum and Dad didn't really follow footy much or push me into that, and BMX track Eastfield was around the corner. It was 2 k's from home, so I guess they just come across it one day, kind of pushed me into it, and I guess it only took a couple of years for me to realise I really enjoyed it, and started, racing pretty well. Started getting an actual race bike, not just a Kmart. I think it was a hot foot at the time, so ended up with a Vortex, started racing. Me and Luke Parker went head to head at the club, and I think from there it just took off until I guess I was probably 10 when I went to World Championships, and we were like, all right, I think we're in this now.
So when did you start racing pro?
Pro would have been, I guess in Victoria back then there was a AAA, so we had I had a good guidance through 14, 15, 16s where I had Dunsworth, I had all, like, there was 10 to 12 fast guys in A and AA that that kind of helped mold me into the rider I am today, and it would have been, I guess, probably more that junior elite when I was kind of racing AA competitively, and then turned elite at 19, and I've raced every World Cup, almost every World Champ since then, just around the globe.
So what's your favourite World Cup track?
To be honest, Shepparton is probably one of the funnest ones, being it's a smaller track, so it's a little bit more technical. You got to be on it down that pro straight, otherwise you land flat. But as I said, it's a smaller one. It is cool to go and experience tracks like Papendal, where it's just so big, so open. Bathurst is a bit like that. They're not big jumps, but you can just hit the track at full speed. Like, just feels like you're doing 60 k's around the whole thing. But yeah, there's so many different tracks. There's a few I haven't even ridden. Verona in Italy looks super cool, but super technical. Yeah.
So what was your best Supercross result? Was that Abbotsford?
Angelholm in Sweden, I got second. I got a silver medal there, and that was only 4 weeks after Zolder Worlds in 2015, where I absolutely botched it. I got motoed. It was pouring rain. They dropped it to one moto, and I got motoed, and I was just so distraught. I was so pissed off. So we had a bit of a week break, and then we went into a bit of a Euro camp with the whole team. Went into Sweden a week prior to the race, so we got to ride the track heaps that week before. And I just felt so confident on that track. It's a bit like Shepparton, where it's like a smaller track just with an 8-metre hill. And I felt so confident. I ended up making it through to the final, and I was like, oh, I'm in here now, so just, anything goes. I had lane 2 between Liam and Sam. I'm like, what is going on? Obviously got cut off, but just rode a sweet first corner, got through into 4th, and then passed Kimmin for 3rd, and then passed Sam for 2nd. And I'd across the line. Even Johan Lindström, the director of the race, was running from the commentary tower like, are you kidding me? Like, it was the sickest event. And since then I've made another final with a 4th in Papendal, a bunch of semis, a few quarters. So I was starting to get really consistent in 2017 when I got that 6th in the world as well. Yeah, it was just spewing that everything went down, had a bit of a break, and now we're back.
How's it going to be different being in front of a home crowd?
Yeah, there's going to be that vibe. I think that, home track advantage of knowing this track, having ridden it for 20 years straight. But it's definitely just that, having the crowd behind you, cheering you on, and being on home soil. A big thing when I'm away in America or Europe and stuff, you don't feel at home. You kind of, especially if you've been away for a couple months, you're starting to feel that burn a little bit. But being at home, I wake up, I have a smoothie, like I just feel like I'm at home, So I think that just carrying that confidence into the race, and yeah, just having everyone behind you is just the best thing. That's what's so good about a World Champs, and now we're here. Everyone's here, pretty much a World Champs. 140 entries for men. There's going to be a moto. LCQ if you don't make through the moto, straight to 16ths, quarters, 8s, quarters, semis. Like, we got a lot of laps, so we need all the energy we can get, especially with the heat.
You look very relaxed even with this heat. Is that a secret, or is it just the way you are?
Yeah. It's just me. I've usually got to control my energy. I get a little too excited and use too much energy before I even get on the track. But yeah, big thing is just trying to stay relaxed. And again, being at home, take it as if it's a usual training session and usual race, even though lying on the gate with the biggest in the world. So.
Anyone you'd like to thank to get you to this point?
100% mum and dad, all my supporters throughout, not only my career but through the suspension, you know, coming back into a World Cup season. You know, as I said, I love that support, and to have everyone still, you know, backing me and behind me, that's incredible. And then of course my sponsors, Tangent, Rift, MX Store, Collective Family, and Fist Handwear.
Thanks very much for joining us. Before you run away, we're going to do a leg pose off, so how do you feel about that, mate?
Well, lucky I got the quads out today.
Okay, you ready?
I need to pump them up. Sweet. No, thanks to ECI. Thanks, Ultra. You guys are legends.
Thanks, man. Good luck.
Thank you.